Placing market share orders here, people. Not afraid to do so at all. Review order and place it because I'm here to make money. Yes. And you are too. That's why you're tuned in right now. That's why all these people are tuned in. By the way, just so you know, Carl, we've got 10 current viewers. We've got several people here on the channel that are watching. Lo-Fi City is one of them. We've got Anthony in here. We've had Solomon who's here. He's been buying as well right along with me. We're coming in here together because neither one of us are falling for a 2.7% down. Guess what? That's what it was up yesterday, folks. And it was up that much, even more, 4%, 5% the day before. So this is nothing here. This is just a buying opportunity like always. And this is what I'm buying. I just filled at 862 and we're going to do it again. And there's the 861, and I got it. I got it. Yep, review and order. That's the number, folks. I got it. Let's see if we get it again. Nope, 862 now. I love it. And it's still not going to beat yesterday's low, which is there's what they're driving for here. They're trying so hard. But look, there's just support here, folks. There's just support. Am I right? There's another one, 861. I'm just piling them all in here, folks. Piling them all in. Yep. Yes, indeed. Everybody buy. Everybody buy it here. There's nothing to be afraid of, 2% down. Some 10% stop losses. You think they're going to trigger those here today? Good luck. Look at that volume now, 30 million. And there's others that are going to come onto this table. I'm going to show you here on the chart. Let's get in here on this chart and show you what's going to happen right now and why. All right, I think Carl just said farewell, folks. So that's good for him to drop in and just some quick pop by. But he doesn't like to get in on these too much. There you go. Look at all the red candlesticks there. Look at them all. And we're going to try and pull this out some so you can see better. There's 860. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Come on. Bring it on. You're trying so hard. They want that 858. They got to have it. Come on, shorters. Don't let it get away from you. Don't let it go up here. Why is it going up? It's supposed to be at $2.50, like David said a month ago when the price was at $5.22. Oh my gosh. Here's the question, folks. Why doesn't the price just keep falling? Why doesn't it? Well, for the same reason, it doesn't just keep going up. So we can't expect it to just keep going up. But 4 days in a row, who's going to complain about that with a new higher high and a new higher low? Looks like we're at that point now to prove it, that they're not going to get to yesterday's low because there's just too much support here. If it gets to 857, like I said, pulling out my shorts, going to start munching on them. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to pull them out of a drawer over here either. I'll take them right off and start chewing on them if they can get this thing down below yesterday. Hey, like that. That's what I feel like. I've seen it before. We've all seen this movie. It's just here before too, folks. I hope you're getting in right here and now because this is where I call the bottom. And this is Catfish Tyler saying, come along and feed with me. You can sniff them out right now. You can sniff them out. And even in the complete and utter darkness, when it looks like there's just no light at all, there's light, all right. There's definitely light. And this is why I'm buying right here. Look at it. Look at it. You're not going to see it, folks. That 858 you had in your dreams, shorts, you're going to have to report to your constituents that, again, for the 5th day in a row, you couldn't get the low down lower than it was the day before. You can't beat this dang stock. And that's the truth of the matter, isn't it, everybody? Yeah, that's it. That's the absolute. Yep, that was easy. It's easy money to be buying right here at this price. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to buy some more. Reuse order, review order, place order. These are market share orders now. I'm going to start putting some pressure on them, light a little fire underneath these guys. Here we go. And what am I going to do with 10 share orders? You think I'm influencing anything? I've seen 10 share orders make the price go up a penny before when I was down here watching down here at the volume, looking at the volume down here. I've seen it. So I can tell you one thing, sure it's going to hurt to have me putting in my orders here at market share price when the price was just at 861 that I just filled at. Now look at it, 864. Oh my gosh, why? Why? Why are these foolish people buying this stock at this price? Are they out of their minds? Are they crazy? Hey, get on there, share this channel with your friends. Tell them to get over here and join in on this conversation board and chat with us. And I'm reviewing. I'm going to do another one. Oh, 866. What? How can this be? I'm sorry, but he who laughs last laughs loudest, don't they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And yep, just filled a whole bunch of orders there, bought about another 150, 200 shares right there, all at that low. And I'm just loving this, and I hope you're loving this. It's just another buying opportunity on this stock, folks. We've seen them before, we see it every day. And yeah, thank you for all your views. Yep, I remember a few years back, Anthony sees, well, let's get up here, but I don't want to miss anybody what they're saying. Uh, Anthony had said about 25 in a year for his target price on this. I like the sound of that, says Lo-Fi. Let's see. They aren't paying any dividends. We get back on over here. I just bought another 15. Yep, that's Solomon saying he picked up and bought some more and added, and he's wise to have done so, it appears. Anthony, traditional banks are way behind. It's hard to understand why they are so slow to react. It's true, but they are. And Anthony says, I remember a few years back I had to switch bank because their way of doing things wasn't on point. And he says, traditional banks will lose clients for sure. Yeah, and think about all the money that was lost at those banks that just folded their doors, closed up, and people lost all their money. They were insured to 250,000. Whoopie doo. If they had 10 million in there, what's $250,000 going to be? It's like picking up a penny off the ground. Well, SoFi's insuring up to 2 million. You got to opt into that. Make sure you do if you're a very wealthy person and you're going to go and move your money over to a safer place in case there's a major bank crash. It's still not out of the possibility yet, out of the realm. We're still not out of the water yet completely. There's still some hot water boiling down below, and who knows what'll happen. But if it does happen, you be prepared because these rate what they're offering you in protection is so much higher than anybody else. And they got higher interest rate that they'll pay on your checking account. So look into SoFi if you haven't already. Oh my goodness gracious! And this is just a beautiful chart. And what are we going to see? Well, right up here. See that 940? That's where we're eventually going to be. And then right on up here, there's 1040 up here, and then 1140 here, 1240, and then right on off the doggone page. And this is going to be happening, folks, faster than people are picturing, in my opinion. I keep telling you this, and I do it because of all of that volume and the massive number of shorted shares right now and the higher percentage. I do not know what the cost to borrow is. If anybody knows, can look it up. Cost to borrow on this stock right now. I'd kind of be interested in knowing. But one thing is for sure, I'm happy with where I just got in, and you should too if you joined in with me and got at 861. And you're going to see that what I'm calling for here, and it's already starting to build. It's not even 2 o'clock yet. There we are. Watch it go. Why not? Time to get in and get you some more. Is what I'd say. This 866 number, forget about it. There it went, already gone. Yep. So if you got there, good for you. And this is not going to stop, people. It's not going to stop. These are the big cards coming in. Look at the players now. Watch the size of the buys. There's 20,000, 11,000. Watch the size of these buys here. You got the small retailers still coming in as well. 868 now, 869, and off it's going to go. And right now, all of you who just bought almost 10 cents less, congratulations. And I'm very happy for you. You're going to be in the green, 870. Are you seeing this? Yes, another. Every time it goes up a penny, I'm going to ring that doggone bell. Every single penny it goes up. I might wear the doggone bell handle off of the dang thing. How'd you like to see that? Watch that thing start getting so hot from chings it melts off. Yeah, just like that Uri Geller used to do. Do you remember? I don't know if you know that guy. You'd have to be kind of old to know who I'm talking about, but he was a professed to be, had this ability to psycho. What's the word is it that I'm looking for? He could manipulate things with his mind, and he had a psychokinetic energy or whatever. He'd, take a spoon and just rub it with his fingers and it would just drop off and fall to the ground. And this type of stuff that he was on showing, all that proved later on to be he had bent the spoon so many times over that it was just right at that point where all you had to do was just a couple and it would go on off. So anyway, but this is the sort of thing that we're seeing here. They've been bending the spoon today. They bend it, and it just got it right to where it's ready to break. And then it broke all right. Look at the price. Since we just bought in 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, where were we? 861. Oh, yeah. Got to know what's going. You got to know when it's going. You got to be looking at these patterns, looking at these charts, studying them close. Come over here. Let's get in on this chart right now. Scroll down here. You can see. Let's come on down and look at the candlesticks at the bottom of it. Oh, yeah. And by the way, this absolutely is my opinion. In my opinion, is going to be possibly the lowest price we're going to see for SoFi ever again. And I've said this before, and so far I've been right on these prices. When I said 829 might be the lowest we see it ever again, well, it hasn't gotten anywhere near that again. And even when it was at 470, 466, I said then this is probably the lowest we'll ever see this stock in the history of it again. And we can go back and show our grandchildren that we were buying this when it was at $4.66. And you can see already, I mean, golly, the potential of this company. And just look at all these buys here. Again, watch the size of these buys, folks, as we start to see this propel upwards. And we're going to end up green. I solidly feel like we're definitely going to end up green here, and that's because there's just still people are just not falling for these daily bash downs. They look for them, and they look for these buying opportunities, and then they start pouring in on it as it makes its next move up. And all this is another leg up. Let's go to the 5-day chart. Let's see where the resistance was before. See that 864? See that right there? And then we got there just then, and what did it do? And this was all as it was rising. Okay. The difference of this plateau at the 860 and this plateau at the 860, this one was on the falling. See, this on the rising, this on the falling. Hold on. Got another one here joining the round table. One of my trading friends. His name is Chris. Well, Chris, we're up and live, and you're here calling me.
So I didn't see how our stock was doing. Last time I looked, it was the lunchtime. It was a lunchtime takedown.
Yes, sir. Lunchtime takedown. Guess who just bought you a bunch of shares at 861 a share? And it was Tyler, the bottom feeding catfish, buying for Chris. Well, I wasn't buying them for you, but I was sending you texts to tell you to buy them, and I'm hoping you bought them. Did you buy them?
I sure did.
Good, very good. Well, I was telling you, man, I sent you a quick one and it said, "Hey, get in." And I know you know what I was talking about because that's the only stock you're holding is SoFi right now, and that's fine. I mean, that's good to be into a good winner like this one since you got in back in the 470, 480 range, 488. I know was one of them that you told me about. Sent me a picture of a buy order, which was good. And obviously, you're almost double that now, so congrats on that. And yeah, we're seeing this price now being trying to hold it at 866, only down 2%. But who can complain when we were up 5.5 2 days ago and we were up 2.5 yesterday? So we're still up 5% here on the 2 day run. Whoopie doo, no problems. And that's why I bought it when they just took it down to 861. And I got others that came along with me that are here on the live stream that bought along too. And one of them was Solomon Hossein. I hope I'm saying that right, Solomon. If I'm not, I apologize. And I don't know with a name like that where you may be from, but you may have heard, some of you know that I am a multilingual person. I speak several languages, and I actually can count to 10 in many different languages. And I think in that one, that might be where you're from. I'm just going to presume, and I don't like presuming, so I'm not going to. But maybe you recognize this, Solomon. Wahet nin taleta arba himsa Seta Sabat Tamania Tesha Ashra. And hopefully I'm right on. Let me know. Tell me if I'm close there. And but I can only presume and guess. And that's for people that don't know Persian, I do believe, and that I was just speaking. And that is Arabian, obviously, from the Middle East. And but anyway, I could be completely wrong. Could be Hebrew, even, I guess, with a name like that. I don't know for sure, which would be So that's a little Hebrew for you. And let's see. Getting over, oh, I really like what we see here on this chart right here. That's starting to look very promising. I do. Uh-huh. Let's get on in here and get a little closer. And we're doing this because we want to make sure everybody stays informed. Oh, yeah, we're definitely got ourselves a move to the upside. And we are on the 5 minutes. So let's change that from 5 minutes to 1 minute. And then we'll hopefully get that to refresh to a 1 minute screen. Like what we're seeing here. Look at that. Very nice. Look at that blue line, how they got it to gap farthest away at that point, but now pinching back together to the the 50-day, the 45 coming up. Like what we're seeing here, looks promising, looks very futuristically good. So just stay tuned. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep watching it go up, and I believe it is definitely going to do that starting right now. Time now is 2:01 in the afternoon. Volume 32 million 34 377. And again, only 600 shares there. Look at the little tiny shares of all these investors that come in on this stock and never stop. Just tiny, tiny shares that just stay at it. And that's the thing. That's another thing that's going to be hard on these shorts is that these retail buyers, Chris, they just keep pouring in. Um, do you have anything you want to add right now, Chris? Anything you want? I don't know if anybody can hear you or not.
I can hear you. No, nothing to add.
All right, just here taking a listen. And if you go over to YouTube, Chris, you can see me that I'm up there. Go ahead and get on there with everybody else and say hi. They've got 11 viewers on there right now. Everybody, I want to welcome you. Thank you for being here.
What I owe you for the first a little early.
Oh, well, merci beaucoup, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah,
Ça c'est très bien.
I got paid early.
No, no, nope. Anyway, what I want to do is when we're on here on the live feed, um, yeah, we're going to talk about this SoFi going right up from here from 866 where we're seeing it trying to be held, and I am so happy that we were just able to get in there at 861, and I think we're going to, and even 860. I think we might have got an order there. I was trying to catch it at that price, but the low yesterday, I'm showing everybody here that the cool thing about what just happened on that effort that they made to take it down just now was because they're trying to show their constituents that the low yesterday was 858 and today's low was lower, but they can't. Now you see the low 5 days ago, 771. The next low, 814. The next low, 832. The next low, 858. Today, 860. Just rising and rising. And the same thing with the highs. Look at them. So, yeah, they were able to get the low down to 2 cents from yesterday's. But look at the difference on the high. It's almost a 20-cent gap there, 19 cents. So, folks, don't fall for it. You should be coming in here with me, is what I say at this time at 866, 865, and put in your orders because, folks, this thing is not going to sit here for long. It's not going to stay in this range. This is all just a last gasp effort and a chance. Look at this chart over the last 5 days, folks. It isn't going to quit no matter what. Even with today's working together to try to get this thing all the way down on absolutely no news. There's no news here. There's no news. This isn't news when it tells everybody that they're going to increase and Morgan Stanley sees only a 90 billion opportunity for SoFi in the future on the student loans we're paying. And then SoFi, by the way, says it's a $200 billion opportunity for them. So golly, yeah, this is why you're seeing this down because yeah, everybody wants in here. They're all coming along at 860 just now. All of them did. Lots of people joined us.
Well, hey, Todd,
Yeah.
that speaks to the comment that, I got paid on the 26th, and I usually don't get paid till the 1st, according to the thing. But with SoFi, I got paid on the 26th.
Really? They're actually paying you ahead of the time that they were agreed to under your contract?
Yep.
Well, nice. Who's going to complain about that kind of thing?
A little bit early, so I didn't forget to spend it somewhere I didn't need to spend it.
Nice. Now, let me just say something to you guys. Just because of that, that doesn't mean that that's the norm and that's going to happen to everyone out there. We're not trying to, advocate that they now have changed and they're going to start giving you your money earlier each.
I've always gotten paid 2 days earlier than the pay, and there are a lot of banks that are like that. But SoFi made it easy to transfer the money to my other bank.
Sweet.
Instead of taking 3 to 4 business days, and say the money will show in your other bank in 1 to 2 business days.
All right, so an improvement.
That's a whole day and a half of business that you got to do.
Well, let me tell you something about that too that's going to help SoFi even more. Believe it or not, this is a good news, breaking news. You might not know about this, everybody, but they're going to go to a new type of payment system. ACH deposits is going away. ACH deposits, no more of these long delays. It's going to be instantly. It costs you 4 cents per transaction on this new system that's about to be released on July the 1st. It's going to change, and this is going to be another benefit for SoFi. Now, someone had mentioned this. I'm not sure in which way that does, but this is going to be a plus for them. And so I'm just bringing that out to your attention. Look into it, folks, and see what I'm saying. That there's going to be a whole new way. ACH deposits going to old school.
Is the government going to be doing that same thing, or are they still?
Yeah, I think it's called Fed Now. I think that's the name of the program. Is what I think it was called, Fed Now. You can look into it, folks, and determine what I'm saying to be true or not. But this is interesting. Got 12 viewers on here. Still got Anthony making some good comments over here, and we got Solomon buying shares.
Sounds like it will save everybody money.
Yep, yep, yep. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Transaction.
Yep, and look at this, right? Yeah, look at this. Yeah, and the fees for doing the transactions, it's going to be so much lower than any other. I mean, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be fantastic, and look into that as well, folks. What I'm talking about. But you can see Tyler came on today. Hey, by the way, Chris, tell me what you think of my new name. I'm thinking about Catfish Tyler because I'm always down around the bottom feeding for the great deals when they knock the crap out of them. When they sink to
Tyler works or bottom feeder Tyler.
bottom feeder Tyler. Oh man, what a you know what the difference is between a catfish and an X?
Catfish and an egg?
And an X, like an ex partner.
Oh no, I don't.
A catfish is a bottom dwelling scum sucker. And let me see. Oh, no, I know what it is. The difference between a catfish and an X is one of them is a bottom dwelling scum sucker and the other's a fish. All right, a little humor for you today. But yeah, very important to maintain another higher low and another higher high for 5 days in a row. And I've shown people this before. It's kind of hard to believe it when you look at this. But if you go all the way back here to May the 5th, 15th, or May the 1st, and you see these prices, look right here from the day that this price hit the low and when it was at the low of 445, look how many days in a row there was a new high. It's just incredible. From this day here at 445, it's 1 out of 2, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, 1 penny down, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6, down a little bit, 6 out of 7, 7 out of 8, 8 out of 9, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 11, down 1, 11 out of 13, and it just goes on up. Look at these, up, 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 every day in a row. It was like for 20 something days that this thing was going up. And here we might see this exact same cycle beginning because look at these lows, look at the highs. Where are we headed? Are we going to keep this course going like we just saw here before? And look at the volume than when that was going on, way, way higher than where we are right now. So I think if this volume builds in like it's going to on these continued price increases on low volume like this, and right now, yeah, it's down today, but like I said, I can tell you and explain why I think it is because we've got this announcement coming out. There's a lot of people that are trying to shake hands loose here, and we're going to have the decision by the Supreme Court, and they got to back the law because, like I said, what are they going to do, Chris? They're going to just pick and choose all the student loan people. They don't have to be obligated to their debt anymore and make everyone else pay their high rate credit cards that are 24 and 25%. No, let all those people have their debt wiped off too, to the credit card companies that are killing them with those major interest rates. And let's just let everybody take a free ride. And then all these people have freed up money instead of having all this debt, right? And this economy will go crazy, ballistically high. Everybody out dining and feeding and buying everyone because they got all this extra money because they don't have to pay any more debt, even to our government. Which, by the way, I think it's kind of crazy that we all owe our government every year, pay or come get you, and they are how many trillion in debt? I mean, God, it's just insane. And giving away our money to foreign countries and supporting Ukraine with billions and billions, and why we got people sleeping all over the streets of freaking San Francisco and Seattle and
we still print money every day.
yep, print money, print off money, print, 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 print and sniff that ink. Yep, love that ink, just like ice cream. Just like ice cream. Yep.
And they've made it more fancy so you can't counterfeit it, but there's still over 75% of the bills in circulation are actually counterfeit, which is
Yep.
stupid, but it's
Yep.
true.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, I tell you, man, I don't know if anyone's hearing what you're saying. I should have called you. I should call you on my Alexa so that they can hear you more clearly. If you want to stay around and talk and stuff, then you can. If you want to go on, you're just checking in like Carl does once in a while, or my friend Dave and others that are all part of a community. We're a group of people, and we talk to each other quite often. We call with heads ups about big moves or something that you might want to get in on, and it's a good little group of community we have, and we call ourselves the Knights of the Round Table. And there's several of us. We stay informed, we stay abreast, we stay ahead of the curve, and we try to be. And so they can even make calls at times, like the one that I got from my friend Carl telling me about Open Door 4 or 5 days ago, and look at the 5 day chart since he called me about that. It was a great call. Appreciate that one. And you own it. You own some of that. I think now at the stage, I think you might have bought some. I don't know whether you did or not. But anyway, my point is here that where we're seeing this holding right here is very, very solid. Very good platform building here. We haven't seen any moves. The volume is staying steady. It's nothing that anyone can complain about here. And we sure should be overjoyed. And there he goes. Broke away 866. See you later. Sayonara. Watch it go on off.
So
It's
what was
at
the high yesterday?
the high yesterday was let's go over the historical data. The high yesterday was only 909, and today a 19-cent higher high. And the high low yesterday was 858, and today a higher low. So we're seeing the trend continue from the last 5 days, and for the last out of the 30 days, we've had 23 days out of 30 with an up day the following day. God, hey, that's exciting, people. And if you're not paying
So
attention,
that means tomorrow it's going to take off to the races.
maybe even this afternoon yet, still, we don't know. See, like I said, this is all just
Well, the
minnows
research,
and shrimp and
the,
small
the
fish
research
here at the
was saying
top.
that
Huh?
it's going to, there's 2 hours left in the day. So they're probably going to, it's probably going to go up, 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 up. But it's not going to really take off to the races till Friday because Friday is when everybody gets off of work and starts trading stocks.
You think so? Oh yeah, well they got their paychecks cash. Some of them get them 2 days early though. Now a lot of banks are offering that 2 day early on your check, so they could have gotten it yesterday and they've been buying even right now or buying right now with their money. If they're smart, I think they would be buying it right now at
So I got on the
866.
26th instead of the instead of the first. So I was like,
Nice.
not bad. That's very nice. That doesn't usually happen, but
All right. Well, good. Good thing for people to know. And there should be no, like I said, no worries from anybody here that bought this stock a month ago when it was down here where we're sitting now. And any attempts to hold it this figure don't matter. It's just so pointless. And this is a great place to buy, just like 861 was that I even said before it got to that. That's what they might aim for today. And sure enough, that's where it went, didn't it? 861, and I might have seen 860 did it. Let's see. Showing the days range over here, and let's see where they finally did mark it at for the low. 860. See right there. So yeah, and we got some there. I know. I'm pretty sure that I had orders there to fill market orders I was placing, whether or not I got them or not. So now that it didn't hold at 866 and it's going to break away from that, how high do you think it'll go, folks, over here on the live stream? How many we got in here with us now? Well, we've got
I think it's going to be. I'm going to put it 917.
917. All right, that's good. That's a good guess. I like it. I like the way you're thinking, and I do think that indeed we're definitely going to see it spike off of here. We're going to see a nice little surprise coming our way, and that's
But if
why
the
I'm up.
high was yesterday, I know it's going to finish above that.
Well, I know. Yes, yeah,
Like you said, the chart's been shown for the last 5 days. The highest it's been, it's always finishing above that,
that's right.
and the low has always been finishing above the low for the day before that.
That is exactly right, and the point that I keep
I think
trying to stress to people
we
over
have
and over.
soon,
Yep.
and also Kathy Wood is invested in there, and
Yes.
the company's owner invested over $2 million of his own money in it. I'm pretty sure he's pretty confident in his stock.
Yeah, he's got way more than 2 million. Let me tell you how many shares he owns. Let me show everybody in case you don't know about the CEO of this company. and his name is Anthony Soto. Some of you have seen this before, but you might be new, and so if you are, I will show you. And his name is Anthony Noto, and you're going to put CEO of SoFi.
Isn't that the Chinese billionaire guy?
Do not know. I haven't. No, I don't believe he's. I don't. No, I don't. I don't think he's Chinese. No, no, no. But I don't know. He might have with that name. He might have that. But I don't know for sure. But I don't think so. I've seen interviews with him before. I've seen interviews with him before, and I don't think you're correct with that. But I don't know for sure. So here we go. We got him buying stock on May 18th. It doesn't surprise me. May 15th, here he goes. He steps in, and that was the day of David's downgrade to $2.50. Look at that. He picked up 33,259 shares. Oh, by the way, that's his wife, Kristen Noto. She's no dummy. She got it at 654 a share, her average. I already looked. She's making good money, isn't she? Look over here. Noto bought 108,000 shares on May the 16th. That's the day at 467 a share, right along with his wife. They're making big time money, people. May the 8th, he bought 50,000 shares at 473. It doesn't end, folks. May the 4th, 236,000. Right here, owns 6.35 million shares. Anthony Noto just bought 50,000 shares on May the 5th. This guy believes in his company, and why shouldn't he? He knows where this thing is heading. He knows how disruptive it is. Look at all these buys disclosed. It's just insane. There's more of them too. There are more. You can go back and you can find them. There's many, many buys, and the guy owns right now 6.4 million shares. Let's ask, hey Alexa, what is 6.4 million times 8.80? 6.4 million times 8.8 is 56.32 million. He owns $56.32 million worth of his company's shares. Does that not prove how committed and dedicated this guy is and what a believer he is? And every time that they've come at this thing with their downgrades from these horrible analysts, he's right there buying up shares, just been buying them up like mad. And man, just think if he bought $56 million worth, well, he must have paid half that. He only paid $30 million for it at $4.60 something cents a share. So now he's made what, nearly $25 million. Yeah.
I got interrupt you there, but you're right with the money. But did you see the latest news on this? It came out 3 hours ago.
No.
If you go to the Yahoo stock page, they just came out with it, and it's negative, but there ain't no stopping it. I believe that they're lying through their teeth.
This one that says SoFi might not see big benefit from. I've already pointed that out to everyone. It says instead of 200 billion, the JP Morgan says they're only worth about 90 billion opportunity. 90 billion opportunity? This thing could I mean, good God, look at their revenues.
$90 billion?
No doubt. Look at their revenues. I showed people this. Their revenue here, they only did 1.52 billion last year. And these people are talking about 90 billion? And why do you think the price is down here where it is right now? Could it have anything to do with this right here? What they're saying? God, yes.
Everybody's gonna watch it just keep going up every
Yep.
day.
Yep.
So really, no matter what kind of news they try to give it to trash it, it ain't gonna do them no good.
Here's what we got. Jag just joined us. Hey, welcome, Jag27. Thank you for joining in here. And he says can go to 1018 tomorrow after earning 27.36 in 2025, 70.88 in 2023, 443 million. Yes, I know their earnings are just incredible. 2050, 1900. Man, so thank you very much, Jag, for putting in that input on this. We appreciate you coming by here and being here for this and being here at a time when I jumped on when the price was at $8.60. And I told people here about an hour and a half or an hour ago, I said, you better start getting in on this thing because, folks, this is manipulation. Well, yeah, manipulation doesn't exist. I know we've all been told that before. Don't go over and look at the Palantir 5-day chart though and say that doesn't happen because you can't really see it on here. It was way worse than what they were showing yesterday. That 5 day chart, the 1 day, man, that Palantir, they beat earnings and it went what, just like SoFi, way down here, way down, down like 12% after they beat the street. Look at this, the same thing. They beaten the street going on up, and they beat the street, but man, they got slaughtered, and then bought more. So, and just like Kathy Wood probably did. So here we go. You can see this plateau building here at 869 very clearly, and now we're breaking 870. And folks, the buy for you who just got in 10 cents less, thank you can thank the good Lord above for blessing you, I hope, because these are blessings provided by the Lord above for us to have the insight and the knowledge to understand when things are being played with and to catch these opportunities. Catfish Tyler says 860 bottom feeding price of the day. And congratulations that everybody came along with Catfish. Yes, sirree. Yep. Very easy to make money around this stock every day, day trading it in and out with these major swings. I show people when I go back here, look at these crazy swings that we were seeing here when the price started to make its moves. And it was really insane. You can see some of these. Look at that. It went from 605 to 702 in one day. You're talking about a dollar swing, folks. You got to take advantage of these opportunities and trade these in and out with some anyway. If you've got $10,000, then $1,000 worth you should be trading in and out every day with, because you can take major opportunity advantage of these chances, just like buying this stock today, like we just did at 660. And where was the high on it? I mean, at 860, 928. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a 68-cent difference. You take advantage of it, you know, be smart, sell at the high, buy at the low. I don't have a problem with that. There's so many people, oh man, you should be saying that. You're not a true long if you say that. I am a true long because I have a very solid core position. And then from around that, I'm trading daily and I'm making very good money doing it. And you can too. Just like today when I came on, and I always come on at the time of day. If you see me, if you click that notification bell, then you know when I come on every single day when I come on that I'm feeling the bottom and I'm trying to show you. So might be a good idea if you were sitting there and you're looking at your phone, ding, Tyler. Oh, Tyler just put. Well, he must. I'm going to buy it right now. Don't even need to go over and look because I'm at the bottom. I'm showing you where the bottom is when I come on, or at least I have been in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've every single day when it was dropped to the bottom, I've nailed it. There was only one day when I said the price was right at 820, and I said that was going to be the bottom, and I missed it because it went in the after hours 814. But anyway, to make a long story short, it doesn't matter because where's it now? It's at 870. So anybody that bought it at 820, whoop-de-doo, you're making money. And so I like I said, you see me coming on here during the daytime, you watch. You can see what's happening with this price. It's peeking its head up above water, isn't it? Yes, sirree. It's broken the surface. It's broken the surface of tension of the water. And then the volume here is what you need to pay attention to. Watch this. And let's get over here on this chart. Let's go over here. Let's get in on the chart. I love to get in on this interactive chart. And I'm not looking at the 1 day now. I want to look at the 5 day. I want to see a bigger picture. Back this out here. Goodness gracious, I went off the screen. Let's get all these lines off of here. And I just go over the line with my mouse. I right click it and it disappears. So that's what I'm trying to do. All right. And then back over here. Move over here and eliminate these. But I hope these lines that I showed you was informative to you about the angles and what they mean. How you can see that this pitch is very gradual, very gradual, very gradual. But as we get over here, these angles, they start to change. Look at the drastic up. Mhm. It's changing almost up, almost like the downs were for the last 8, 10 days. But now we're seeing the other direction, these drastic ups, aren't we? Each morning. Look at that. Morning, morning, boom, up, morning, boom, up, morning, boom, up, morning, boom, up. But here in the afternoons, they try to always pull back. So flip it time. Flip it, get it again. Liking this, we're coming in here. See where it's at? Right at the 200-day. And others are watching. They start to come on in on here and support it here. That's what they're doing. I'm going to get in here. Yep. Get in on the 1 day again. Let's do this. See what that's looking like. We'll see what that 45-day and 50-day average are looking like. Oh, look at that. Look, see? Right there. That's the end of the 45 dropping, and it's coming across. There's the 10-day chart, folks, going right on up, crossing over. Yep. And then what is Yahoo still saying? Talking about a triple moving average crossover? Uh-huh. And look at this short term down. All these people here on these revenues and earnings are saying up, strong buy, buy. 7 of them say hold this. Nobody says let it go, sell it. Nobody. No one. Yep. Yep. Right on up, folks. It's not going to stop. It doesn't matter even if they try to here, 2% today. Doesn't matter. Equalizes yesterday's gain, and we're still up 5% over a 2-day period. And we're up massively over the last month if you look at that chart. Might as well show you the 6-month chart so that you can all understand that every single person who has shorted from 450, every single shorted position, except this little minuscule amount right there, losing money, holding these positions, praying for this to drop on another analyst downgrade. I've already pointed out that there's over 1,300 analysts out there on the market, so they could do a downgrade every day for 4 years. But the thing is, you can only cry wolf so many times. And like I said, after each and every one of these downgrades, this thing has just kept going up because people aren't buying the downgrades and they're buying the stock instead, just like Kathy Wood did. And I showed you the similarity of the SoFi chart and the separation on that 6-month chart to that PLTR chart when she was looking at it under $10, and now it's around 15. So let's get in here, and you can see the separation still increasing. Doesn't matter about this little thing right here down. Doesn't matter about that pullback right there. Doesn't matter one bit, because look at that. After the downgrades, the triple downgrades that came out on the Friday and the big fall, look at it going up again, just like it always does, just like every single time before the downgrades came out. So what are they going to do? Keep, like I said, keep throwing downgrades at it and just every single day another downgrade. You don't see any downgrade today because they got to give it a little breather, a little break. They're gonna hit another downgrade come. Why did they downgrade it last time? They said because it was overvalued. They said the valuation. You know what they said, Chris? They said the reason that they decided to cut back on their assessments is because this S&P market that they're in has only increased by 7.6%. But here was SoFi over 100% gain, massive volume coming in, and it just was overvalued. Well, do you think they might have said the same thing about Apple when it was approaching $100 a share, or even 50, or Google, or any of these others, Microsoft, you name all these AMD? You don't think they were saying this, and they've been saying this about that too? I guarantee you the exact same things were coming out. Well, they're just way over the regular market, so they have to be pulled. And guess what? They just kept going up and up and up, didn't they? All the downgrades that came along to try to stop that run that took it from wherever it was. And they probably done 20 splits on it on Apple. And they probably split Google 30 times. I don't know. You might know. Hey, we got Dave calling in. Hold on. Gonna accept Dave and merge him in. All right, we're here and we're trying to merge calls, and I don't know if it'll let me do it. It's not going to let me do it, Dave. All right, we're up and running, and we have got a live broadcast going, Dave, and you're in on a live broadcast, and we're showing everybody that they should have bought this at $8.61, $8.60, and now it's at $8.69. So I came on with my live broadcast, and we're here. You're in the round table, and you've got Chris here, and we got Carl, and now you, Dave. So welcome to the round table.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
All right. Yes. And we're all going to be making some money. Yes, sir. We're having some fun here. Sorry if you all can't hear. We've got Chris here. We've got Dave here. And I wish I had a way to merge you over where everybody could hear you louder. Maybe I'll figure out a way to run a little cord in from my phone to my computer. We can get you to come over so we all can both be heard better. Because right now I'm just using the speakerphone and holding it down near the mic. But whatever. So how you doing, Dave?
Doing great. Doing great.
Did you happen to pick up? Did you happen to pick up some of that SoFi when it was down to 860 a share? I texted you, said, "Hey, buy it." So I think you did. I hope you did. It was about maybe
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Good, good. So you're up
I
to.
put 856, 858.
Oh, you had orders in there. I smart. See, this is what I do too. I put my orders in below where we are and see if they can get it there. If they don't, it's okay. But I like to catch those lowest of the day, and we did good today. Came on about. I started broadcasting about an hour ago when the price was being beat up, and I recognized that, and I could see it on very little volume. The candlesticks were hardly visible, so that's why I told everybody this is such a low volume work down that you better get a hold of it. And I've been showing them the charts, and man, these charts, those angles now that we're seeing on the upswings are so steep, and I really like that. And that's what I was trying to show people earlier. Right now, we did have 12 people on here. Dave R says the last downgrade was on the 23rd, and we got Chris on here says I think there was a downgrade today actually. Wouldn't surprise me. Yep. All right. Hey, thank you, Jag. Yep, I appreciate it. Jag says, "You are awesome. God bless you." And well, God bless you too. We're all blessed, like I said, to be able to recognize when things aren't right and there's something fishy going on, and it's time to buy a stock. And that's what we did today when we started buying it at 860. And tomorrow we'll be back over 9 and then on our way to 10, 11, 12, 20, 50, 100. When we show these buy orders one day, I'm printing some of these off so I can show them to my granddaughter, just born here about 3 weeks ago, and so I'm a new grandpa, and I'm going to be showing Maisie, hey, look at this, and so I bought this stock Sofi. You see here, it's 200 whatever it's at. I was buying this for $4.66. Can you believe that? And you guys will be saying the same thing too. Hopefully, if you been around and subscribed to my channel, since that's where the price was, and I told you should start buying it. And why I told you today, same thing. Start buying it. 866. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Was right, wasn't I? And even at 888 today, you can't go wrong. Where I got in my first buys, I started buying at 888 because you still can't go wrong because this thing is again going to double from everything it's doubled the 3 weeks ago or a month ago. It's doubled almost. It even went past double because the price was at, as I said, a low of 445. It was at 1023. And we're going to see that again here very soon, is what my feeling is, especially after this moratorium. You know, they're voting. Have you looked yet or know anything about the vote by the Supreme Court on making a decision on the payments of the loans, the student loans?
I no, I don't know for sure, but I heard it passed and they're going to start in August.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I know it. I know it passed. I know the bill passed, but I think the Supreme Court has to rule on it. I think Biden is still hope and a prayer that there's some way that they'll hold off those. But like I was saying, if they're going to forgive all those people who got student loans, the millions and millions and millions there, why in the world won't they just single them out? Why not let all the people who have credit card debt just get rid of those? Because the student loans are very low interest rates compared to all these people who are paying 22 to 25% interest on credit cards, some even higher. So let's just go ahead and get rid of all that. Just think how much the economy would surge if everybody's credit card debt was wiped off just like all the school student loans. Wouldn't that be neat?
Well, more, I would say a pretty high percentage of those purchases with those student loans, it wasn't for schooling directly. You know, those kids go out and buy a new car or a new big screen TV for their dorm room. It's not necessarily just for student, for books and academics. They
That
use it for everything.
that's right. That's exactly right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good
So
point.
why should we forgive all those loans? I mean,
Yeah.
you had to pay. You borrowed it. You had to pay those back. That was a given.
Well, this is another thing. I've spoken to the people all over the country about this. They're furious about this debt, um, the credit card not having to be paid because they've always had to pay their debts. Always. There's not been an obligation. There's not been a suggestion or question. Everyone else, all the people that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they've all paid their debts. It's just what you do. It's what you got to do. You obligate. This is what makes you an adult. This is what makes you a real person. It even says in the Bible, pay your debts. Okay? It says it right in the Bible. Look it up. I'm not making it up. The scripture says it. You shouldn't owe people. And this is what we're talking about here. And I think it's very obvious that there is no precedent for this. Once that people started getting their jobs back and have income flowing, there's no reason for it not to continue, for the moratorium to continue. None whatsoever, other than try to get elected by giving all that young uh, pool of voters a little break and try to get their vote. It's called buying their vote. That's what I call it. I don't like some people saying it, but it seems true to me. And anyway, why would he even try to stop this from going and push it to the Supreme Court? Let's just make it law. It should go into effect. Everyone should be fulfilling their obligations because then, like I said, this is what makes you an adult. This is what turns you into a responsible individual. Okay, and that's the bottom line. How are you ever going to gain any responsibility and become reliable um, and liable for your debts? They need to be squared away, and you'll feel proud once they've paid them all off, you know. And I know that SoFi's already put the news out. Don't panic, everybody. Don't panic. Come on in. We're going to renegotiate. We're going to lower extend your terms out. Maybe we're going to make your payments lower so that it's going to be more affordable and not put you in financial stress. And so this is that's why they say there's such a big opportunity for this refinancing on all these loans. SoFi thinks it's up to $200 billion. Yep. So we'll see. I sure like seeing SoFi at 10. Huh? Oh no, I sure like seeing SoFi right now 10 cents higher than where we got into it. That certainly seems nice. I like that. And I see that Carnival Cruise Lines looks like it's about to start making an ascent to a nicer high. PLTR is down to a fraction of nothing to worry about. Um, my open staying over 4, so that's good. And look at this. Just you're going to watch this increase, people, from here on out to the bell. Up it goes. 871, 872, 873 will come, 874. And as it happens, every penny that we rise, another short will buy out. That's what I'm calling for. That's why I'm calling for a nice run this afternoon. That's why I started broadcasting at 1:45 today, because it was at the low and I saw it. And I wanted everyone to know, buying opportunity. Let's make some more money off of this great company that is breaking records, growing like mad, making all kinds of innovative moves. This marketing strategy with the use of the. Did you hear that they put a. I showed you the advertisement, Dave, about them showing how women are better at investing. Well, they put this photo booth in New York City, and what it did was, in the photo booth, women would go in, sit down, and it had a bunch of dollar bills like falling down behind them in an image. And they would click on the image and take a picture of them. And they said, if you'll share this picture with your friends on social media, you'll go into a drawing to go to the Taylor Swift concert at SoFi Stadium for you and your spouse. 2 tickets if you'll just do that. Well, tons of women went in there, and of course, they were all getting their pictures. And what was happening, that information was being fed back into the AI. So it would know that women would be associated with money, because AI doesn't recognize that women are actually better investors than men are. So now they're relearning, teaching AI that women are actually better investors than men, which is a misconception, because anytime you talk about who are the most best financial and people in the world, and most successful, you hear of people like Warren Buffett, and you hear of Bill Gates, and you hear Bezos and all these names thrown around. But the truth of the matter is that women make wiser investment decisions, are more committed, more dedicated, and make more earnings. Their investments are better. And that's what they're showing here. And with this booth that they put in New York, all those women went in there, got pictures taken, have a chance now, one of them, to go to the concert with their spouse. And I think it's just a great idea. And they're feeding all of that imagery back into the AI, so the AI can get re-educated to the fact that women are the better investors than men, because it has a misperception now. AI doesn't understand that because of our society and the beliefs of our society and what's put out there in imagery. So it can't help but think that men are more successful and show all these photos of men. In fact, when they put in who's the best with money, only 2% came up as women's pictures. 98% of them were men. But that's not true. Women are better investors. But AI thought that men were, only because of our society and the way that they're portraying men in the investment community versus women. And I think it was a great and genius idea, because all the women that saw that, and I've shown people, it's been looked at. This video that they put up has been looked at over 10 million times in 7 days. It's appealing to many, many of the women out there, and they are the financial smarter. You think they're coming over here and getting into SoFi? Might be. Kathy Wood did. She's one of those women. Probably wasn't going buying the downgrades. All these downgrades pouring in. And I've shown people when she went in on PLTR, if you look back at their chart and get into and you can see it was at the same stage that SoFi is, and that's why she came in on SoFi, because she saw the same thing developing on the chart. That's my opinion. Could be totally wrong, but that's what I believe. Let's see what else we got here. Chris, we're going over here. Jag says you are awesome. I think there was a downgrade today. Chris says last downgrade was on the 23rd. David R said that. Hey, welcome, David. Supposed to be tomorrow. Okay. Oh, that must have been on the Supreme Court. Chris said for the forgiveness. Okay. Yep. Amazing, Maisie, epic. Congrats, partner. Thank you, Kevin Robertson. Thank you very much. And Chris says less testosterone. That must be talking about me. Maybe I need to tone it down a little bit. Maybe I'm a little overzealous. But I that's just my nature. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel. That's the way I am. That's the way I hold myself. I've been always very optimistic. I'm definitely not a pessimist. And so here we are, seeing this thing holding on strong here. You're never going to see $7. You're never going to see six. Not going to see five. We're not going to see David's number of $2.50, and none of that's ever going to come real. And for all those that bought on the 1 year chart, and I go into it one more time, for all those that bought on this 1 year chart and shorted positions on this all through this 1 year chart when the price was dropping like a rock here, and you're all settled in here, you shorted it at 16, you shorted it here, you shorted it here, you shorted it here, you shorted it here, you shorted it down here, and now your average short position is around $8, and you're losing money, and more people are losing money because of this. And look at that spike in green volume right there. This is what I keep showing people. Look at this. It's ready for the next launch. This thing is into the ozone after this little 3-day, three analyst downgrade. And it's the same as always. After the downgrades, up SoFi goes. The downgrades are just ways for more people to get in at a lower price than it currently is. And that's what we've seen repeatedly now over the last 8 days, actually. And so that's the way I feel about it. And you can see this chart. It looks absolutely fantastic. Look down here. Look down here at this and pay attention, people. From the 1st of June, how many green candlesticks versus red ones? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine green candlesticks in a row. Then the triple downgrades for 3 days. It's appropriate. 3 days down on three analysts. Then up. Then three more more downgrades. And then now here we go back into the green again. Green candlesticks again. So will we see this again? Right now, will we see this? I think we will. Look at that blue. Look at the blue 45 day. We got someone else here. Hold on a second. This is going to be my wifey poo. Hold on. Hello, sweetie Petey.
Are you done with your podcast?
Oh no, we got a whole bunch of people here making money because I told them to buy when it was 10 cents lower, and now the price is now 10 cents higher, and well, 9 cents anyway. So we got a lot of people that are on here saying how awesome this is and saying all kinds of great things over here. We got other people coming on here. We got a bunch of people on here. We got David, we got Solomon, we got Anthony, we got Leo, we got many, many others, Kevin Robertson, and they're all putting up great things here, and they're all making money with.
To talk to you about something.
All right. So what we're going to do, I guess, there's a possibility that I can go over here to my OBS, and you guys just give me a break here for a second, because what I can do here is come over here, and I can go to my volume, and I can go. can hear. There we go. We're back up live. I had to turn it down. Wife wanted to talk to me about great news.
But he gave you salutations.
All right. Who? What was that?
I said Dave had to go, but he left you. He left you salutations.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Come back and visit again, and we sure do appreciate it. And we're gonna get down here, pull this back up. Mm-hmm. My. Goodness gracious, goodness sakes alive. And 867, huh? What do you know? But look at that off that cup and handle. Look at that. We got a cup and pan here now. This looks very good. I love consolidation here. And we still got another hour. We're not even in the power hour yet. So I'm very excited about what could happen here in the next hour. And let's see. Let's get over here and take a look at this live stream. Make sure we're where we're at. We've got 9 viewers. I want to say hi to everybody. Thank you, David, again. He's saying women are better investors because of less testosterone. I got it. All right. I got it, David. Thank you. Yes. Um, yeah, there it is. No women investors. Okay. Yes. That's right. Less testosterone in some of them, in most of them. Today, you have to be careful. Got to be like Crocodile Dundee and kind of go up and do the old hand to crotch inspection. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So, yeah, I like this. Look at that. 870 cracking away from that 866 number. Kiss of death. Low volume, price rising. Shorts, worst nightmare. Price rising, lower volume. And I'm not sure necessarily it's that much lower. We're probably, if we go back up here, we're probably past the volume level of yesterday. One way to tell is go here. Well, we're creeping up on it. Still very low volume comparative back to these 100 million share days when the high was 1023. But still very nice. I like it a lot. I like this ad saying, $90 billion for SoFi. I don't understand why well, I do understand. See, this is it. This is the same thing as always. When SoFi starts to appeal to others that have power and money, they got to figure out a way to get a hold of it. But they're certainly not going to pay the high of the day for it, are they? Nope. So mysteriously and unknowingly, I don't really know how, but all of a sudden the prices dropped down from being up 2.5%, 3% this morning to down 2%. So we got a 5% swing. But those are the ways that the rich people get richer. They buy these things on these 5% down. Then the next thing you know, what the heck? The next day, the thing's at 11 or 12 or 13 because they went long here when they got it there. And much to everyone's chagrin who sold, and much to everyone's delightful surprise who bought more, like me, the dang thing just goes right on off into never land, and you can't even see it in the sky anymore. It just disappears like the space shuttle, eventually leaving you out of the view, or any rocket. I'm over there a lot with my friend Dave that just called in, and he's over there about 20 minutes from the launch pad. If the way the crow flies, maybe 30 minutes, and so he's got great view. We go over there, sit on the lake. We've watched so many shuttles and so many launches from there, and yeah. Anyway, we've watched them all disappear, just like we're going to see this SoFi do, breaking through the resistance of the Earth's atmosphere and going on out into outer space, right? So again, thank everybody who's dropped in here and left messages. Brew Tank Outdoors, turn the testosterone up. Let's get back over 9. Yes. All right, Brew Tank, thank you for coming aboard and saying something here. Appreciate it. Share this with all your friends if you like the kind of things I'm saying and showing people. And what I've been showing them here is I came on an hour ago when I started this and it said, get in, folks. It's 860. You better buy it. And now you can see it 10 cents higher. And it's just the same old for this stock with a lot of people that want in on it cheaper. And every day they run it down, but they can't run it down to a higher low. I keep trying to show everybody this. Every day that they've run it down to a higher low. Look, 771, 814, 832, 858, 860. How long does it take for this pattern to develop, for people to start realizing the pattern and say, I better buy this when they run it down each day because it keeps going up, right? Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. And everybody who bought it today at 860, yep, you can hear the register ringing away. Let's see here. We still got Chris on the line with us. Chris is actually part of SoFi. He doesn't work for them, but don't get me wrong. But he's using their services, financial services. He was talking about it, how many things that he likes about it, and the convenience of it. And you just heard they paid him early this month. They sent him out his money early, and look at 870 and on we go. This isn't going to stop, and they're going to start here before. If it starts from now until 3, then you need to buy more. If we see this break 871 and go to 872 here between now and 3, you should be coming in like I'm going to do for more. Let me go ahead. Sorry, folks. But like I said, I got to take a little time to make money. I'm not monetized here yet. Hey, did you hear the news? YouTube has lowered monetization requirement to 500 subscribers. That's right. They just did it. Did you know that, Chris?
Oh, so that means you can just go get monetized now.
That's correct. That's right. The only difference is I don't have enough watch time and hours yet, but I am qualified since I have over since I.
You don't have 1,000 watch hours.
No, I think I'm around 700 right now, but I'll have it very soon. And they're lowering the requirement for watch hours too. They're going to drop that down too. So, but the one thing that they're not going to do, look into this, folks. They're not going to do AdSense for those people until they get to 1,000 subscribers. That's when you can get into the AdSense and you're doing the, Patreon or whatever it is, the way to get paid. So that won't come into play until you get the 1,000. But right now they're making it monetization for 500, and that's where we're at, thanks to people like you. And I appreciate you subscribing and being on the notification bell. So when I hit these days, when I see the bottom and I pop on and say, hey, look, this is down, and you'll be notified, and then you'll get in an opportunity to buy.
But isn't that how monetization works? It runs through AdSense, so.
No, this is different. There's some other way they're doing it. You'll have to look in. The guy last night was explaining. I watched the video, but anyway, it's different from the other when you're monetized at 1,000 viewers, subscribers. But anyway, they're gonna make monetization available to some degree to people who only have 500. And a lot of people are talking about it. Like today, there were several videos up saying, "Woohoo! I'm monetized," and a lot of people happy about that new announcement by YouTube. So there, in case you weren't aware of that, that's another Tyler's tip of the day for you. And looking at my channel, then
back to your regular programming.
Yeah, back to regular programming. Exactly. Yes. Yep. Shameless plug there. Yep. We're still seeing a very nice, steady accumulation right here, all the way to 3. We're going to come right up to 3, accumulating, and then we're going to see this thing break loose. Is my call. Watch the size of the buys here, folks. This is what I keep reiterating. Watch how big these are, and watch how it affects this number right here. Watch the size. Watch the number, and keep this going. Because once you see it's at like now 34,327,000, and then you see 427, well, someone just bought 100,000 shares. The price popped up a penny. Might be an indicator, right? Could be. Even more so of an indicator when you see a 5-share buy down here and it pops up a penny. That's a big time indicator. When you see some dinky little share purchase make the price go up, that shows weakness by the shorts, if you ask me. Could be wrong. Don't think so. Anyway. Just back over here. All right, get back over here. And the volume, yep, we're going to go past yesterday's volume. There's no doubt about it. We're definitely going past yesterday's volume. And
we're off to Never Land.
There's 870 now. And this is an interesting thing. You won't be able to see it on the 5-day now, I don't think. But you can see right here. Nope, unfortunately you can't. But this is the price on Friday was the 860. That was the same today. See that? 860. But this time the resistance was as it was going up. This time the 860 was as it was dropping. That's what I tried to tell people. That's the difference. The resistance is as it's falling, then comes back up. This one here, you can see it's the opposite. Hit this as it was moving up and then fell down. Right? So this one was going down, hit the resistance, now going up. What do you know? Huh. And there's 870 again, and right on up we go, because look at the time. This is where I tell you, if it breaks between right now and 3 o'clock to 871, 872, you better have your orders in. You better be buying it. I'm going to, for my wife. I'm going to get over here right now, get ready to buy some for her. All right. And the password. Hope it's not too much trouble for you guys that I'm buying here while I'm doing the show, but that proves to you, like I said, that I am committed to what I don't just talk about what I'm doing and here suggest.
Put your money where your mouth is.
That's right. I put my money where my mouth is. That's right. You're dang right. Fill. See my last fill there on the way up was at 865. So I'm going to reuse the order here now. I like this 810 market. And we're buying Sofi. 867. Definitely. Don't care about that. Review order and place it. Oh man, again.
Tyler,
Yes.
looks like you've got Sofi by the fingertips.
Well.
That's an inside joke for those of you who don't know.
Well, I'm looking at all these orders here, filling at 861, 861, 861, 861, 862, 863, 864, but I did not fill at 860, even though I was placing market orders one after the other right during that time. I couldn't get it, dang it. Because I love to be able to say I bought at the low of the day. And sometimes I buy at lows that don't even show up on Yahoo. I'm buying lower than they're showing on the Yahoo board. I've done that before. And so very happy right here to be buying again. And at 866, why not? Load the boat, people. Load the boat. Guaranteed 2:59 p.m. And look at that number. Loading the boat, loading the boat, loading the boat. Up 867. Sorry if you're shorting it and I'm making it go up buying here. I didn't mean to. Oh, I feel sorry. Now look at that. I filled at 868. You see that, everybody? Oh my goodness gracious. All the poor shorts and thinking 866 was going to hang around, but Tyler sitting here ruining their day buying this dang thing. Doggone it. Bought it again at 866. Now it's at 867. So watch it, watch me buying it. Now 868. Review order, placing it again. Because I'm not falling for this. No one is. Look at the volume. Look at the size of the buys. Watch it go right on up. Time now, 259. Price 868. Mark my words, never going to see it again. May never see it in the history of this stock ever again. 869 I just filled at. Why? Why is it going up? Huh? With all those shares were just sold there. Why at 864, 862, 860, 860, all those sold? Why? Well, look at it now. 871, reusing, review order, place it. I'm on to the flames. The fire's been lit. 872, going again. I'll just keep putting, I'm giving dang. I'm putting in, I'm buying $86 at a time, people. Now $87 at a time because it's at 870. And this is what I told you to do. You saw this thing start to go up and it hits 871, 872. You better be getting on this dang thing. I'm not kidding you, because you're going to see from here to 4 o'clock. I think we're going to see this run right back over 9 on a bunch of volume coming in. There's 871. I'm in. Reuse. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to follow my steps. You can watch. Doesn't matter to me. You can watch me make money, or you can make money along with me. That's the way I see it. But again, am I promising you that it's going to go up here? No, I'm just thinking it might. And I have no risk involved because, again, bought a whole so much of this at 8. And I've been day trading it every day, making 1,000, 2,000, whatever. So what the heck? There's no risk here. Yeah. And this is what is the death of them. These retail buyers like me who are just as convinced that this thing is going where it's headed to. And they don't quit. They don't quit buying it. They don't quit. Look down here. Watch the size of these buys. Watch how small some of them are. 34 million. Look at that teeny little buy there. 34 million, 745, 676. There's 1,000. There's a 200. But watch, you'll see very, very little shares here from the smallest. And then every once in a while, some major big ones. There's 2 share buy right there. See that? Look at that. There's somebody buying 70 shares. That's all they had. But they want it. That's all they got. But they got what they got it. And they got the money. They're investing in it. They're not afraid. I'm not afraid. You shouldn't be afraid. This thing is so disruptive and is making so much money. And regardless of what everyone else is saying, this thing is going to be out of this world one day. There's 871 again. Reuse, review order, replace it. Doesn't matter. I was just filling at 860. Why wouldn't I fill at 870 and 871? What? Why wouldn't I do that? My 860 position is just gaining more and more value, and so is my 470s and 480s and 488s and 505s and 513s, and my goodness, look at it now, 872. Who would have ever guessed such a thing would be going on at this time of day, right after 3 and going to 4? Huh. When it was just at 866 5 minutes ago. I don't know. It's beyond me. So silly. I don't know why these people keep buying it like me. Let's see how many folks we might have over here checking in on us right now and what they're saying. There we go. Christopher, see, oh boy, lots of people saying stuff here. David, is he on randomly or is he always on here at this time? No, I am trying to come on only when the stock is at its bottom. I monitor it very, very closely all day, every day. And when I see it hit the bottom, I jump on and say, now's the time. Watch what it's doing. Pay attention to the volume. Look at the angle of the dangle. Do all these things that I'm doing because I feel that it's time. And I've been very, very accurate with these, watching these charts. They're like almost having a crystal ball in your hands. And I can go back over to this chart here, and I love charts. You can see the 870 now. Let's do this chart, though. We don't want to be on the 1 day now. We're coming to the 5. Coming to the 5 day. Why? Look at that. Look. Uh-huh. You can see the 45 day there. It dropped below the 50 day, and that's when they decided their little move to put this into the pain zone. But right now, you see the pain zone is becoming their pain and their agony because people just keep coming in on it and keep buying it. They don't let up. They just don't stop. They don't stop. And this is what I keep telling everybody. You can look now. We're starting to see some of these green candlesticks coming in here. Watch out, people. Watch it closely. Watch it closely. This sure looks good right here. Dang sure does to me. And only down 1.8 after the raise yesterday, and the run up in the after hour. Could see another run up today to 9 and above, because last night in the after hour it went from 884 where it closed, or 886 or something, all the way up to $9, and that's because the shenanigans, people aren't falling for it. And like I said, my belief is a lot of women are buying into this because of this great advertisement campaign they've got. Now over 10 million views. They didn't even have 10 million views on one that was 6 years old, their advertisement. So this is a very hot stock. Everybody's got their eye on it. We're seeing right here, pulling on in here. Let's get another refreshing screen here because we don't let up. We keep an eye on these. 870. I'm watching for these candlesticks to get big and green down here. Yes, sir. Look at that. Now we got 2. So here's the pattern. Out of the last 10 minutes or so, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 greens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 2 to 1, greens versus reds. And the price, what does that mean? You can see it going in again. Don't give a dang. I just was filling at 870. Review order, place it. Got it at 871. Even though they're showing 872, review order and place it. Don't care. Not afraid. Loving it. Now the price says 872, but I just filled at 871 again. Reuse order, review, place it. And again, they're just burning through this money, throwing these lower in. Now 872 I just filled at. And folks, you're seeing it. You're watching it. It was 860, now 872. Where do you think it's going next? Huh? Reuse order, limit. And I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to stay on them. Stay lighting that fire under. Yep. 872 again. Wow, my goodness gracious. Not falling down to 870, no 71, 870, no 869, no 868, 67, 66, 873. Let's do it. Reuse order, review order, place it. Don't care. Buying it now. 873 now. Sure makes that 860 position look good. And all my 470 positions and 466, they're getting stronger and stronger every second here on these buys. Every one of them. Every dang one of them. And so are you people. Congratulations. 871 I got that time. Yep. Probably the last time we're ever going to see that price again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. 871 once more. And you can see, I'm just, this is, some people might say, "Oh my gosh, man, you're buying $87 at a time." Dang right I am. Yep, because SoFi's giving me that availability from buying it at 4 and selling it at 5 and buying it back at 420 and selling it at 6 and buying it back at 477 and selling it at 777 and buying it back at 666. You see? Yeah. So, this is a very good pattern that I'm loving and I'm getting very used to and I'm very happy to see. We're not going to stop yet. We're going to buy some more here because we live with no fear. Now filling at 872. So I got a bunch of orders at 870, bunch at 871, now filling at 872. Going to be hitting 873 next, and that's where I'll fill in this next one probably. So we're going to hit review order and we're going to place it. And we're just going to stay in this 871. Yes, I like it a lot. And SoFi looking good. Let's go over here and see what we're doing. Oh, nice. We're still looking very good with BMR up 7%. Palatar is making a nice pullback up here again. Not afraid of that. And there's open still looking good over 4. So we're good. Very good there. And then this is the one I told you, wow, it's still not recovering a lot. And there's just average volume on it, but a little bit of a climb. It might come up even more tomorrow. But boy, howdy, I do like that. Here's something I want to show you. Look over here on Yahoo. See this price 870? Look over here. This is the real price, 872. I've seen this before. I want to show you when they start showing this delays and time to, you'll see that this is actually the real price. This is not. And I'm pointing this out because it's happening right now. If you go over here to, let's try and fill an order and see if I fill at 872. Let's see. Reuse order, review order, and place it. All right, I just filled that 870 code. Now you can see it's at 869. And again, doesn't matter to me one single bit because not afraid what one little tiny bit to be buying here, not one tiny bit. And and I stay in it. I'm a firm believer when I believe with something with conviction, because I can see these charts. That's why I'm so convicted about this, why I believe and have such a strong belief. Looking over here, still see this blue 45 against the gold 50-day. And that, folks, is a thing of beauty. It is. Because here, and this is what I'm looking at, is the longer term, 3 month. See, this is what you want to do. Then you can really observe. Look at this breaking right now above the 10-day moving average, folks. All right. So there's no reason why people shouldn't be questioning why I'm buying right here at this price at all, because I can see the writing on the wall with those charts. And I'm not afraid by any one day try to late afternoon takedown. I just filled at 869, so that's good. Still better than 860 where we just were a little bit ago, is it not? Yes, it is. I'm sure everyone would agree. Hey, thank you for coming by, everybody. We got 10 in here now. Got a lot of people leaving stuff. Just subscribe. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Just subscribe after that whole purchase parade you just did. Epic. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. When do I plan on selling? Well, that's just it, folks. As I've already told you, I'm a day trader. So what I'll do is I hold my big core position, but I'm buying in usually about $1,000 worth of per day, maybe sometimes 2,000. Like I've already gone probably in the last 20 minutes. I've already gone through about close to maybe 1,500 or something. But that's because I know these lows, and then I know I can sell at the highs on these smaller amounts that I'm doing. It may seem like a lot to you, 800 shares or whatever, but it really the more that you improve and get better at this, the more confidence you have and the less fear you have to go ahead and take these chances because of the charts, what they're showing you. So now, as far as SoFi, I'm not going to ever sell my core position. I'm just going to hold it until it gets passed on to my children and my children's children and their children, because by then it could be $800 a share and it could be millionaires, all of them. And so I'm not going to sell my core position. I'm just hold on to that. But I do keep moving in and out, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I can show you the sell orders this morning when the price was right here. I had orders in. I had orders in this morning all the way up to like $9.77. I thought it might go to. So I had orders in going up, selling. And so I caught all of those big highs right there. I caught them this morning, got all sold. I don't know, banked about 2,500 right there. And then coming in again here, tomorrow I'll probably be selling again those that I'm buying right now, right here. But I'm still holding my core position. All right. So that's the way I work. That's the way I do it. And I suggest others take advantage of that. If you're working with a $5,000 budget, and then trade 500 a day, that's 10% of it. You're safe to do that, especially when you got these kind of games going on or these price swings. You're safe if you're doing that. Keep your core position, trade the others. Let's get back over here. Google CEO buying shares. Love that. All right, we're not going to play any more of my songs, but you can see I got a slew of songs on here, people. I have so many songs on YouTube, over 100. I've got them on Spotify. I've got them Google Play, Amazon. Come on over and listen to my music, and you'll help me make a little money. I'm not monetized yet here on YouTube. Hopefully, with your subscriptions, and thank you for subscribing just now. I really am grateful, appreciate it, and you put me one person closer to that 1,000 I'm looking to get to. And you know what? You're not just a number. I really appreciate you for who you are and what you're here supporting this, and thank you. So you're not just a number. You're someone I care enough to get up at 4 in the morning for. And if you don't think I'm telling the truth here, I'm gonna show you something here, people. I have been getting up.
I
What?
don't know how he does.
I know. I go to bed at.
I've got calls before that time. I don't know how you keep up with it.
I know it. I know it. But hey, it's just what you got to do if you want to be committed to what you're doing and to helping others. And I'm not kidding you at all. You can look at all of these things that I have right here that show the prices, and they show what the price was at this time of day, and this was at 4:51 in the morning. 4:51 in the morning, and the price was at 9:23. And this was a few days back. This is back on the 15th. But you can see these dates and times that I keep track of these numbers. Here I started at 4:09 in the morning keeping track of these numbers for you. I do it for you so you don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Why do I do it? Because I can catch low prices, and I can show people when they get up and see the stock is down 2%. I can say, look at this, it was down 10% earlier, folks. So don't panic. The daggum thing's going up, not down. So that's why I get up and do this, and why I call myself the early bird, or now catfish. Look at this time that I was on here, 4 o'clock sharp. Showed the price at 818. The bid was 818. The ask 830. Last 824. Now I don't know what date this is on. I usually write it up in the corner. But anyway, so you can see I'm keeping track of not only the price, the bids, the asks, and the volume, because these are all indicators that mean something to me, and they should mean something to you. So anyway, let's see. Yep, still they're frantically clawing at this, trying to. Oh, they want an 866 close. That would make them feel so good. I mean, even though that's higher than yesterday's low, so that's not all that good. But at least it would make them feel some sense of accomplishment if they could hold this at 866, wouldn't it? But guess what? Not in the pictures.
It's probably going to end up at 870 something.
No, no, no. Well, I don't know. But you might be right. It could be in the 877 range. It could be 888, which is another name they like. And we're still waiting to see these big volume, the big whales come in. Look at that. Someone just bought one share. It went from 959 to 960. And look at the size of these buys, people. Watch them close. We're starting to see some bigger buys come here. And watch them close, because I think we could get up to about 40 million shares today between now in the next 45 minutes if we start seeing the big whales come in, like I suspect we will. So I'm watching these size of these buys over here, and we're looking. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. And look at Carnival now making a nice little push on up. Going to probably end up green today. This is still looking good and holding up well. Still coming back up and only barely down, not even 1%. And very nice. I like the look of that chart too right now. So that's open. I've been telling people about. And this one here shamelessly beat heck on earnings. They made an announcement today of a offering, a public share offering. Always one of my good times to buy in. I love to get in after a public share offering, because they just get slammed down so far. And good opportunity to bottom feed. Catfish Tyler, bottom feeding. And here we are. Speaking of that, been bottom feeding here today and picked up some nice right here at the very low. And it's not going there again. You can kiss it goodbye, people. Not going to happen. And I even told people if it went down, and you heard me, I was saying this an hour and a half ago. If this thing went down below yesterday's low, I was going to eat my shorts. Yep. And the ones I'm wearing, by the way, not the ones in the drawer over there. I wasn't kidding you one bit. I would have, and it didn't happen because I knew it wasn't going to happen. And so you can believe it. You don't have to believe it. But if I'm going to tell you I'm going to eat my shorts, that would probably be a good indicator for you to start buying, because there's no way in the world that this is going to happen. With this historical data and these charts and this 45-day moving away from the 50-day. Look at that 200-day moving average right there, folks. You got to look at that. Look at that. See it. Understand it. This is the long term. This isn't the short day to day and the downgrades and throw another downgrade at it and up and down and stuff. This is the long term, and it is definitely undefiably going up. There's no question about it when you look at that chart. And I mean, golly, what does it take? Look at the 6 month. It just keeps getting better and better. Every time you look at the longer term, the blue gets further from the gold on this 45 and 50-day. And I point out to people, what does this mean? The blue is a 45-day moving average. It's a little bit shorter term than that 50-day. So you're getting a little idea of the shorter term movement and the trend, it's called. And the trend is up, regardless of what the people are saying that it's overvalued. It's made over 100% gain while the S&P is only up 7.6%. That doesn't matter, folks. Doesn't matter one bit, because that again is what they were saying about all those stocks that you've seen that you wish to God you would have got in on, like Apple when it was where it was, done 25 or 30 split cents, Google where it was, all these companies that are so defining and breaking rules, making new innovative changes, setting the bar at a higher level, you know. So anyway, yeah, this is exciting. It's an exciting time. Very, very grateful, like I said, for you being over here to be a part of it. I'm very happy. I'm ready to fill another order at 866 if they think they can take it there. But it's just so good to see the support here. And you know what their efforts are, but still, they're, like I said, might as well just be. Let me show you what they would be. Let me show you here. Let's go over to this one, and we'll go over to conversations just for fun. And we're going to go over here and we're going to put in a GIF. This is the shorts right now. I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay. Y'all are going to enjoy this, I think. And here we go. Boom. And we're going to put burning money. Let's see what the shorts are looking like right now. Uh-huh. Let's see. There's one that I really like that is so good. Could it be just about any one of these? That I like this one here. That's a good one. Yeah, but these are all illustrations of the shorts right now. They could apply to every single one of them. Every single one of them. Exploding, burning through money, just burning through money. Woo! Burn it, burn it, burn it. There it is. This is the one I like here. This is the one I like. Yeah, that's what you're seeing right here, folks. Look at this. Watch it. Watch that. We ought to just put these right next to each other so everybody can see see what they're doing right now. Oh, what happened, man? Where did my? There it is. There it is. Get it right over here next to that. Looks good. So you can see down here, price going. This is them. That's how it's happening. Throwing bad money after good, people. How do you like that? Isn't that great? Yes, indeed. Kevin just subscribed after that whole purchase parade you just did. Epic. Yes, sir. I don't fall for any of these shenanigans, man. I'm in here, man. I'm slaughtering the shorts. I'm their worst nightmare. It's people like me and promoting to others just by little bits at a time. That's just what's killing them over here. That's what's killing them with this volume over here. It's just such little tiny amounts that everybody just keeps coming in, keeps coming in, keeps coming in. Doesn't matter what they do. And even if they do manage a rundown this afternoon, which I don't think is in the cards, I think we're going to see the real card players, and they're going to start showing their hands here right now. This is the time. We're at 10 minutes before 3:30. So I think we're going to see them making their move here. And but this is what they're doing right now to get to that figure that you're seeing right there now. All right. Just be aware of it. Know what's being done. Know how hard their efforts are to diminish this price. And let's get over here to this technical, and let's get back, because we just like to keep showing people what's going on even here on the 5-day. Let's get right over here. Zoom in on this. See, see right here. There it were. There it were at 862. They're not even showing it was actually at 860. They're not even showing that. 862 is what they're showing for the low. But where's it now and holding up? 865. Don't doubt that it's going to continue. Let's just see if I'm wrong because I have been in the past. But if it does drop again, guess what Tyler's going to be doing? You can bet your butt I'll be buying this thing at 861 again or 860 if they do it. No doubt about it. And so should you. But it ain't gonna happen. It isn't gonna happen. Yep. Put in another. Let's just go ahead and get another one here. I don't mind. I haven't minded. It, huh? Yep. They're trying to. This is called splashing the close. They try to make it look worse than it really was. They don't want people to see how big the gains were. They don't want to see all these 5 days in a row with new higher highs and higher lows. And they are disgusted by seeing that. And now they're doing this right here that you see on that screen. They're doing this because they're so disgusted and they have no other option. They have no other option. That's their only resort. That's the only thing they can resort to at this point. And I'm buying more shares. Just bought it at 864 again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know you guys hate it, but and you think I'm kidding here. You know I'm not. I've already shown you and I've proven to you that I do continue to pile in on these down runs because not falling for it. And tomorrow we'll see where this opens up over 9 again because all this is accumulation. What you're looking at, look at this straight across here sideways. That's accumulating, people. They're still accumulating, even right here. You're not seeing the institutions selling. I guarantee you, if you go over tomorrow, you'll see there's still 613 institutions that are holding their shares in this company. They're not selling it. They don't fall for any of this stuff. And in fact, they're doing the same thing I am doing. They're accumulating. Look, 613. See, keep track of it. 37.27, exactly the same as it was back on May the 11th. And on May the 1st, look at these guys holding all these millions and millions of dollars. Their value is $601 million from Vanguard and BlackRock. These people know how to make money. Morgan Stanley, the people that are saying, talking down, they're invested. What are they doing? Is it that desperate for them? Morgan Stanley trying to show everybody here on the headline page today that SoFi is not as worth as much as it is, and they're investing. Are they maybe they're shorting it? Could be. Yeah, they do. They short stocks. You bet they do. It sure sounds that way with this headline right here. Pretty surprising to see them holding all those shares of it, huh? Isn't it? Do they want more at a cheaper price? That why they saying that today? Who knows? Could be. Could be wrong. I always say that. Never can guarantee anything. Let's try and fill another order and see if we get 864 again. Don't care at all. Yep, 864. I like that number. I've liked it all day. I liked it when I was buying it before at this price, and I'm going to like it now at this price. Let's try it again. Place the order. And oh my goodness, got it again. 864. Yep, you just stand there, SoFi. You stand there, people. You stand there and do that. You keep giving them to me at this price. You just keep on. Yep. And get over here to the live stream. Got 9 people here. What are people saying? Just subscribed. Yep. Thank you very much again. Appreciate it. All you guys who've come by and who've been watching and so forth, I sure do appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Coming over here, take a look one more time. 865 now. Uh-oh. Is it going up now? Could it be because of me that just is relentless and won't stop buying this thing just like everybody? Yep, 865 now. What do you know? Well, why not buy another one? I don't care. See, it's 325. I think they're already going to start showing their cards early. I think they already 866. Look at that. It says 860. Oh, there's my buy order. Could be mine. And pushed it up there. Didn't see the shares. I'm only buying 10 at a time, but hey, fun, huh? Let's do it again. Why not? There we go. 865. Oh yeah, I love it. Look at this, folks. If you think I'm kidding, there it is. Don't have any problem at all showing you these filled orders. You can see what I'm doing. You can watch and see. Filled, completed, and there's no doubt about it that I don't mess around. And reuse order, review order. I guess it went away. Place. Let's go look at it. Now we're up again. There we go. Now we got it right. 864. Just filled that, and you can see the price at 865. And it's not going to stop going up from now until 4 o'clock. All of you that are joining in with me in force to come aboard right now are going to be very happy sailors later as this thing goes back up over 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and on up. Filled at 864 again. The price is still showing 865. Review order and place it. And now I have definitely bought a slew of shares here, as you can see while you're all watching. And I keep going at it because I love the chart and I'm not afraid to do so. And I'm going to continue to purchase these shares. And because my feeling is we're now 3 minutes away from the biggest fish of all and the whales starting to come up from the bottom and starting to devour all of the little minnows and bait fish and parts of fish and the blood in the water and all the sharks. And they're just going to come up with their big old mouths and swallow it all. Swallow it all. They're driving it to the surface right now. That bait ball, if you've ever watched on Discovery Channel or National Geographic, it's a fascinating pictures of these massive balls of bait being shoved together by the whales down below and all the other fish, and they just drive them up to the surface. You get right there to the top, and then all of a sudden the seagulls and every birds are diving in, pelicans. You got madness going on. Well, that's what's happening here. I'll compare it to that. And but right now is the time. Going to do it again. One more type at it. Review, order, and place it. 864 again. Amazing. Do you think this could be the bottom when I filled now 864 for the last 5 minutes? Yeah, I think so. Yep, and that's because there's a big chunk of someone selling at 864 there, and they're looking to try to hold it there. And I can explain to you that that is going to give way, and as it does, once those are gone, then 865s get swallowed, then 866s get swallowed, and all the whales coming up going to eat it right on up. And I hope the heck I'm right. Could be wrong, but this is the way I feel, and that's why I'm sitting here constantly filling one order after another, and I'm going to do it again right now. And where do we fill? 865. So all those orders at 864 now are a penny higher, and I'm 80 cents higher, or $8 higher. Whatever, I'm higher, and I'm going to keep going higher because I'm not going to stop being a Sofi buyer. Yep, going to go again here and place the order. And where are we? Back to 864. Yes, indeed. Get on over here and watch this guy keep at it. You keep throwing them in at 864, and guess who's the one swallowing them all up? Moi. 863, take it. Give it to me, please. I want 863. I want everything you can drop this to. You keep dropping it, I'll keep buying it. I absolutely guarantee it. I'll show everybody that I just kept buying no matter what you did. Yep. I'm an idiot for SoFi. Yep. And but why? Well, because I was just buying the crap out of it at 470 something, right? Why shouldn't I be buying it here? Seen it so many times before. This movie is getting very old. The picture is starting to get those little grainy things in it and glitches and jumping around, getting jumpy. But anyway, that's what's happening with the price right now. It's getting kind of jumpy. Look down here. Watch the volume now. Now this is the key time, 330. Watch the size of the buys, 36,556. There's 1,000. There's 3,000. There's a small buy from a Robin Hooder like me or you. There we go. A nice big buy at 4,000 shares. There's another 1,000. We're watching the size of these because I expected an increase. So 36,574. We're watching it close. There's just a little tiny buy there, like 30 shares. You see that, folks? There's 2,000 shares right there. Whoa! Somebody stepped in there at 864. Wasn't afraid. 611 now. There's 5,000 shares. They're all buying at this price. They're not afraid. 31,633, and that's 2,000 shares. Price notice, it's not moving. Now just down a penny. Look at that. Back up. There we go. Look at the volume, 36,662. And this is right, I think we're past now, passing the volume that we saw yesterday, right at this point. Let's go to historical data. Yep. Let's go down here. And the volume, yes, we just surpassed it, 36,374. And this is the problem. See, this shows an increase in volume, and there's a lot of momentum buyers out there that look for increases in volume. They're looking for shifts in volume. And when you're seeing this 33 million, 39, 36 now up even higher, when this starts happening, that's money coming in. That's called money flow. You need to keep your eye on where the money's going. Follow the money has always been what they say, and you should be following the money right now. Follow the money. And follow the lead maybe of someone like Kathy Wood, who's got an $8.5 billion ETF, who's been making incredible profits over the last year. Go look at her record over the last year. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yep. So here we go. Let's get back over here. Yep. Some people on the board saying typical selling for profits. It will finish green. There's so many people that believe. So many people that believe, and I love it. This is on Carnival. Yes, sir. Right on up. That looks good on Carnival. That chart looks very good. SoFi, the volume looks good. Can't complain at all about the volume. Going to move this over here, and yeah, lovely, 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 lovely. Yep. There we go, 866. There's their number. That's what I told you. This was what they were going to aim for the close. They're going to give it all they got. This is all they got, people. And by the way, like I said, look at the low yesterday, 858. This is all they can muster, even coming at it with all they got here. Just burning that money, burning that money, burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Yes, indeed. Conversations, nope, not going to do there. We're going to go over to this chart because I want to look here. I'd love to keep an eye on this 5-day because that to me is my determining factor whether I want to keep buying or not. So I'm going to take a close look at it over here. Get it, move this over here, and let's see what's going on. Yes, sir. There's a green. We're going to start seeing a series of those right here. I feel it. I feel like it. 865. All those orders I filled at 860. You all watched me do it. And now let's see how many we got. We got 6 people here with us. David, consolidation, yes. David R. Won't shorts continue to attack after the close? Well, they sure didn't yesterday. After the close yesterday, the price went from $8.84 all the way up to $9. It was at 9:04, about 7:52 p.m. last night, and that's how I knew it was going to spike up this morning. Knew that it was going to go over 7 and open over 7 today because of what happened in the after hours. And by the way, you just keep watching this. Watch what happens here in this last 30 minutes of trading. We've got 26 minutes to go. Watch what happens and pay close attention to the volume. All right, because all they're doing at this stage is the shorters are building this volume in. They're showing more volume, more volume, more volume. They have to keep putting it in here. And this is to their detriment. This is again to their detriment. Not only can they not show their constituents, not only can they not show them what I'm going to show you now, and they can't show them that for today they hit a lower low. They can't, not only can they not show them that, they've got to show their constituents that the low has gone up now 5 days in a row to a higher low. And then they got to show their constituents that the volume is going up, which is the worst thing that they would want to show them, that the price is going up to higher lows and higher highs and the volume is building. That's their kiss of death, like I keep telling everybody. You have to understand this when you look at it for what it is. And so I pointed out, not afraid to, not afraid one bit. 865. Well, what happened to 860? What happened to that was there here a little bit ago? Oh, nobody else fell for it either, apparently. And they're not falling for it here either. And they're going to keep piling in on it, and the price is going to keep rising. Look down here. Look at the size of the buys. And they're just so small, and it just never stops. Some of them are big though. There's 1,000 shares. There's 10,000 shares at 865. They weren't afraid. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Look at the size. Keep an eye on them. 37, 236, 796. And there's a lot more. There's 8,000 shares right there. 37, 245. Watching it go, 2,000. And these folks, they just don't. Look at that. There's 40 something thousand shares just bought. They're starting to pour in here, people. When you start seeing big chunks of blocks like that, you better be seriously thinking about it. These are big, big, big block shares here, not the little retailers. Although the retailers are staying right in this mix too. They're in the fray, not afraid, not afraid at all to buy, just like I'm not at 864, and they weren't at 860 either, were they? So, and they weren't yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that at 771, they weren't afraid to buy, and they were smart to do it. Just like they're smart to be buying now, just like I am. I think. Could be wrong. Not going to stop here, though. I'm not going to let up on them. Review order and place it. Ah, yeah. Watch me go. 865 now. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop. We're going to keep going. Review order. Place it. 866 will be next. Got it at 864. Might be the last time that I ever get that. See the price? 866. Yep. Review order and place it. The burning through the funds isn't working for them, folks. The burning through the money is now 866. I filled out again. Look at that. There's my order right there. I bet you even. I love it when I'm putting in orders, watching it go up, and it goes up right alongside my orders here. Next go again. 866 again. And there's others coming in here, folks. There's some big share blocks here. They're not stupid. 37, 473. 474, 1,000 shares, not a problem at all. They're happy to do it. Look at all these little shares being bought. All the retail buyers that never let up on them just won't quit buying it. Bet there's some women out there buying today too. Guessing. Could be wrong, but I think they are. I bet there's women out there buying it. Well, I'm going to go again. I don't care. Review order, place it. Told you they were going to try to close this at 866, and there's where I just filled. What do you know? Even though it bumped down to 865, I'll go again. I don't care. I am not going to stop, people. You can hang it up. You can forget about it. It's not going to, there's people like me that aren't going to stop buying this stock until it's back up to over 10 and then on beyond that because they trust in the people like BTIG who are great analysts with good scores who are saying this is going to $14. That's what they said 2 weeks ago. $14 is what BTIG said. And the last one, Andrew Jeffries, on Friday said he was raising from 8 to 11. And he's got a better performance record than any of these others. So you just go with whatever horse you want, like I said. I'm just going to keep buying here because I love it. I love the number 866, and apparently a lot of other people do too. And they're surely not afraid. 866 just filled. Yep. Look at all these fill orders, folks, at 866. Not afraid to show what I'm really doing here. I'm not afraid one little bit. You can see them, and I'm not gonna. I'm not letting it up. And again, it doesn't matter to me if I'm filling at 864, 866, 864, 866. Those waffling doesn't matter because all the shares I just bought at 860, right? Yeah, you saw it, you watched it. You people can go back to earlier where I was buying and where I was telling everybody else to get in, and when I came on with this broadcast, which was right here to tell them, folks, now get it. Don't be fooled. And a lot of people weren't. They weren't fooled, and they're not going to be fooled now either. They're still buying here at this price. At 20 minutes till almost, they're still buying at this price because they're not afraid. They're not afraid. There's not any fear in anybody. You can't strike fear in anybody when it's down 2%. There's just savvy buyers like me that say, that's nothing. This thing was down 20% when they released earnings and beat the street. So, of course, we're going to get it here on no news whatsoever, except they might increase by 90 billion. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. If I was a shorter man and I had come in on this, and it was it's been shorting this at 4, and I saw things like that, man, I'd want to just pull out a rifle and put it in my mouth, probably. No, I don't make suggestions like that. That's terrible. I'd take that back. Please pretend I didn't say that. But at any rate, there has to be a lot of fear, and there they are just now throwing that money. Yeah. And tomorrow, back over 9, a few days after 10, right on up. Silly, silly, silly people selling here. And again, the only ones selling here are selling short to short selling, is kissing each other. Kiss, kissy, 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 right here. But what's going to happen? I still feel it. You're going to see all this fakery go away here within the last 10, 15 minutes. And on up it goes. But it doesn't really matter. Like I said, all those people that are investing here and now who got in at 4, they're using house money. So no losses for them and no losses for me. No losses for you. Oh, yeah. Let's get over here. Take a look at some of these others here just at the very end of the day. Oh, good deal. All right. Nice. Open is going to definitely finish green today and up again. It's another good green day. Look at the 1-month chart on this stock. Nice little pullback today, and I hope you got in on it. All right, we're waiting for it. Launch time. We're very close to ignition. Is my call. 18 minutes left here, folks. Thanks for sticking with me to the very end. I know I've been on a long time, but I'm just killing some time here, and I got this afternoon to show you people when I think you should have gotten in, and I hope that you did get in at the 860 number. And if not, that's okay. Here's okay. This is a good place to get more too, which is what I'm doing, as you can see. And I'm diligent. I'm going to be consistent with my trading pattern, and this has always been my trading pattern. And my really trading pattern has been every time SoFi is down 10%, I buy. But nowadays, it's been such small pullbacks because the shorts are getting weaker. They can't yank this thing down $1 at a time anymore like they were doing back when I showed you. They don't have that capability. There's too many believers in the stock that just keep filling in and pulling in all these retail buyers that just say, "Oh, okay, that's me. I'll take it." And so this has become a war of attrition and futile attempt on their part. And you can see again, looking at the 1 month, where we are, where we've been. This is just a little bitty pullback. You know what? This pullback here. Look at the gradualness of it too. Look at these other pullbacks. Look how deep. Look how steep. Look how doggone they're cliffs. Okay? This is no cliff, is it? Again, they're getting weaker. They're getting weaker and weaker with their attempts to stifle this and pull it down. And I'm showing you these charts because I've been around trading now for a very, very, very long time. As I said, since 1999 when I was on the Wheel of Fortune. See it on YouTube. You can put my name, Tyler Wheel of Fortune, put Amy because she was on the show too, and you'll see it. And I did well, and I kicked ass on that show, and it was fun. I had a great time. It was a great opportunity. It changed my life. And another time, it was a life changing experience for me and gave me the opportunity to make all my CDs and all my music and record in the studios and get all my music done and out there on where it is now on Spotify, Google Play. Go sign up. If you're free, it's free for you. It doesn't cost you a dime. I'm not asking you to go to Patreon or whatever and give me money or gift me any money. If you just go over there and subscribe and look for my name, Tyler Self, and go, subscribe, uh, and you'll hear my songs and you'll hear some of my music, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I played a few of the songs earlier today and it was too loud, so I guess I had the volume up too high, and I apologize. But they're all on YouTube. You can go over and look at some of them there, and they got videos with them on YouTube, which makes them even better. Many of them. But anyway, let's see. We're still here. Somebody's very committed to this 864 number, isn't it true? You can definitely see that. They're very, very committed to this. They must just be, oh my God, pulling their hair out, going, why can't we get this to go any lower than 864, no matter how hard we try? And because that's where the new low is. There's 863, and my order filled at 864, so boop, right back up. Sorry. Silly old me in here monkeying up things and making the price go up when they're trying so hard to make it fall quarter till. Just sad. Reuse. Review order in place. You know what? Another thing too, uh, what we're going to see, and this is we still have 15 minutes left. I've been watching these charts for the last 2 days in a row, and I'm expecting to see the exact same thing we saw the last 2 days because things have changed. The trends have changed. The action has changed on this stock. The manipulation is falling short. All the downgraders, people don't believe it. Instead of selling their shares off, they're buying more on the downgrades. You have, like I said, Kathy Wood in there. You've got the new innovative marketing strategy they've got, reaching out to all these new student loan folks and saying, "Hey, come on in here. Let's work with you. Let's make this easy for you." There's just so much going on. Review order and place it. Uh-huh. Filled at 864 again. Goodness gracious. See that? Try to take the 863. Boop, there's my 864. Yeah. Yes, indeed. There we go. And now I don't know how many I've done at 864. At least you've seen at least 20 orders here. And then there were 10 more or 15 at 860. So we're coming in heavy. Well, sort of. I already have the heavy at the 470 range. So there's 865. Watch now. Watch me come in here and help push this up. Watch me pile in. Got it at 864 again. Sure not seeing 863 toggle back and forth anymore, though, are we? We've changed over now to the 864, 65, and then we're going to toggle to 865, 866, then toggle up, 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 toggling, toggling as more and more people buy in. More and more people, I'm afraid. Buying again, 864 again. I got it again. There it is. Maybe that's me. Right there, 347. I like it. I like it. Look at the volume now. We've gone over 2 million more than yesterday, all because of them, the shorts, pushing this volume higher. And again, this is to their detriment. They got to report to their constituents and show them. Unfortunately, we were able to get the low down to just 2 cents above yesterday, so we almost got to a lower low, but unfortunately, just like the last 5 days, the low was higher. But man, look at what happened to the volume because of it. Unfortunately, we have to report again that we pushed the volume up over the level. So now we got increases in the low price, increase in the high, increasing in the volume. Everything is increasing. And all this in the face of all this negative analysts. 866, I love that number. Review and place. Yes, sir. We're going to say goodbye to that number soon enough. 866 will be a thing of history as they start to show their cards, and they're starting to show them now. At this time, you can see them already. Filled at 865 just now. Then you can see these orders. I like to show them to you so people can see that I'm not just sitting here BSing them. I'm telling them exactly what I'm doing. And that hopefully will give you confidence and believe that maybe you should join in my forces here because we're not the only ones doing it. Here's another order for me. Let's see where we get this. 865. You get out about 864 anymore because, as I said, now what are we toggling on? 65, 66, 65, 66. There we go. 864 for a flash. They're still not giving up. They're still trying so hard here to splash this close. But again, what are they doing? They're increasing the volume. Up it goes, up it goes, up it goes, up it goes. Let's refresh the page. Showing 36,977. There's more than that. 38,795. On it goes up. And believe me, people, the more volume that this builds each day looks worse and worse for them. This is not what they want to see. This is the kind of technicals that people are looking for to buy in. Volume increasing day after day after day after day. Get it? Yep. Yep. And that's why there's the desperation here. That's why they're standing there over the fire throwing in shares because they're trying like they got to get to this 858. They got to get to 857. They're going to do it if they can in the next 11 minutes. And I'll buy every share while they do it. Sitting there and buy them, buy them, buy them. But guess what? I'm not going to turn loose of the ones that I got. Yep. I keep adding to my core, just making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. My core's been growing since the price was at $4.45. And when I started posting my videos a month ago. And so, futile to resist here, folks. Now we're coming into the last 10 minutes of the trading day. And again, I say thank you so much for the folks that are here that have come over and are listening and have chatted and said stuff. Saul just jumped in here. Hey, Mosin coming in. Didn't see you guys. Will tomorrow be moon time for Sofi? I sure think so. I mean, it's already moon time. If you look at the 1 month chart, it's already going off to the moon. We're just making a little pause here in between, maybe at the space station. All right. Saul, how long have you been trading? I started trading in 1999. I was on the Wheel of Fortune, and I won $38,000 on there. I guess I shouldn't have spoiled it if you were watching, but I did, and I started using that money, and accumulated and accumulated, and it's been very good. Even during 2008, I saw what was about to happen with the fall, and I got all out, and I stayed completely out and for the next 10 years, and then I just started coming back in here about 2018, 2019, and all during this time it's been very good. When Trump was in, man, I was kicking it, and we're gonna get those days back. We'll see that. Look at that, 866 now, golly, and just filled all those orders at 864. Now 867. Well, whatever. Let's buy some more. Keep some pressure on them. Yep, it's doing the same thing it did yesterday. At the end of the day, going up. It's done it the last 3 days. Look at the charts. Look at the charts. Going up at the end of the day. Buying more here. 868. Look at that. Yeah. You can see the price. Congratulations to everybody that bought at 860 when I was showing you just an hour and a half ago. Got to be happy about that. Got to be dang happy about that. And yeah, don't care about this. We're going to go in for more, review order, and place it. Why does this dang thing run up to $9 here in a second? We got 8 minutes left. You can already see 860 bye-bye, 861, see you next, 864, toodaloo, 866, adios, 867, bye-bye, 868, filled, coming again, reuse order, review order, place it. Got it at 867 that time. And I don't mind. There's 866. I should have caught that one. I wish I had. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Futile efforts by these shorts to splash this close today. As you can see where we're at, we're still up 5%. For those of you from 2 days ago who were buying, we're up 5%. It's a nice gain in 2 days. There's nothing we should be more expectations than that. And let's buy it again. Reuse order. I hope I can get it at 865 again. Really don't care. Do a share order at 866. I love it. Did it again. So much fun. So much fun. We're going to do it again. Reuse order, review order, and place it. Yep. Where are we now? 866. Well, they tried to hold it. You can see for so long at 864. That didn't work. It didn't work. It fell for them. So now we're at 867. That's not working. 866 isn't working. 869 is not going to work. 888 is not going to work. None of it's going to work. None of it. Buying again. Spending $86.50 at a time. Filled at 867 that time. That's what the price is showing. Don't care. 6 minutes left. Still showing very good strength. No one's afraid. No one's afraid. You think they like seeing this chart right here? Do you think the shorts like seeing this right here? And how well this is held up today? Even in spite of everything they've brought at it, do you think they like seeing this? They hate me. They hate me because I'm here with everybody else buying it. As they give it away, I buy it. 867 I filled that just then. And if you don't think that I'm going to keep buying it even in the after hours if they try to take it down like they did, well, actually, like the last time it went down in after hours was 4 days ago. So these last few days, up after hour, up after hour, up after hour. You've seen it. Go look. You can see the charts. You can see the proof of it. And that's why am I buying here right now? Because I can see the pattern, folks. And man, oh man, this is wonderful. Yep, look at that, 867. Toggling now there instead of the 864. It's a dream for them that they could get it back to 864, but instead, me sitting here plugging away, buying again at 867, ruining their efforts, just making them disgusted with me that I'm sitting here with everybody else, all these little fish coming in here and buying this dang thing because they're not buying the game. 868 now. Oh my God, now where are we headed to? Let's fill at that number if we can get it. Review order and place it. That's right. I'm still placing orders. See that? 868. Got it. Cha-ching. Yep. My bell. What happened to it? Decided to get stuck. Oh no. It's old. It's old and rusty. Maybe I ought to drop some oil in there. Let's fill again. Let's do it. Review order, place it. Where are we? Come on. 868. I got it again. Look, they're showing 869 now, folks. I told you. Going up. End of day. This is what we've been seeing. People have been holding their cards very tightly to the vest, waiting for this chance to buy it. Not me. Wasn't shy. I started buying at 860, didn't I? Yep, 868 I just filled out again. So this is good. I like the Yahoo is actually still showing 869. And very soon, look at the volume. It's just jumped over 40 million now. 4 million more than we had yesterday. And this is all being fueled. And they're feeding the flames. The volume up. This price up. The lows higher. The highs higher. all just keeps feeding the flame, and people that are longs just making money, the register ringing time after time, just like I'm doing right now. Gonna buy some more. Review order, place it. I don't care. I'm insane with it. I'm in love with it. 869 I got, and there's 870 now. Oh my gosh, this is great. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I hope you're having fun. Hope you're enjoying watching me and my antics and my crazy buying spree. I'm having myself a field day. Yes, I am. Look at that, filled at 870. How you shorters like that? You like that? You're losing money, and we're making money. Look at that. Every single position shorted since this time here. Look at this. I'm going to go to the further chart. Look at all these people that shorted here. They're shorting at 460, folks. They're all losing. All these that shorted, losing, 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 all losing. Only ones that making any money shorting, a fraction of a handful of people right here. Just a smidgen compared to all the people that like us, me, that are making big money on this great stock. And the reason we are is because of what all they got cooking in their kitchen, all the money they're making, all the revenues, all these quarterly earnings beating the street and beating everyone's expectations over and over and over. And they're beating their expectations now. They're beating them. They're beating them bad. And look at this. Up it goes. Last few minutes of the day. And as you can see the chart, look at that. Same as the last few days. What does it mean? Pop tomorrow. Bang up. That's what I call. We're going to open over 9 again, just like we did yesterday. And I'll probably be selling some of my shares there at the morning. And then I'll be buying them again if they come at it in the afternoon, just like they did today. I'll do it over and over and over. Just repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Look at that, 870 now. How can they stop it? What signals are you seeing here? What are the signals you're seeing? Is this a sign of strength when the price was at 860 an hour and a half ago, now at 870? Of course it is. Of course it is. Yep. Well, I'm tempted. I'll just buy some more. Why not? I like it. I like it here. Reuse order, review. And by the way, this thing can go up back up just like it did yesterday. It could go up over $9 in the after hours, just like it did yesterday. It could go even over 10. It could go over 11. I don't know. Could be laughing at me right now, some of you, but I got to sign back in. Okay, enter. All right. 871. I'll fill. Reuse. Oh boy, where am I at? 872. Jeez. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at that. Isn't that great? Oh, man. Just like the other days. Up, up, up at the close. All that burned money they burned through to hold 860, 864. You saw them. You saw them. Oh, my gosh. I'm having so much fun here. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I might explode. I got the testosterone. Oh man, look at that. I guess it's over, folks. I couldn't get my last order in at 872, but I put it in there, and now we're gonna have to cancel this order here. But man, oh man, what a great way to finish out the day! What a fantastic day! Again, dropping the price here. Look at this thing. Look at this 6-month chart. Let's look at the 1 day. And what happened again? All day long accumulation by those guys that wanted in. And look at the rest. Look at this run up. It's a thing of beauty, people. A thing of beauty. And don't be surprised now because, like I said, generally and almost always, right after the close, they might have a bunch of sale orders loaded in to run it down. So sometimes we can see around 866 or something. Let's see where it's at right now. Let's refresh the page. See where we're at right now in the quick after. Up. Same as the last 3 days. Right after the closing. This is not what we're used to seeing, folks. Not typical. And so anyway, hey, listen, I've been here long enough. I appreciate all of you. We got 11 current viewers. Who else is over here? Yep. We got a lot of people here that are saying some good things. Let's see. I've been trading for less than a year. LOL. I'm up a ton though. Good for you, Mosin. Jad. I'm glad to hear that. And Saul, hey, thanks for coming over. You knew about Sofi stock before it went up on the 31st and got more attention. Yeah, I sure did. Wow, Saul, I started trading on and off for years. I only got back into it when I hit it big with Nvidia. AI, good for you, man. Good going, Saul. Few minutes to go. Yep, Saul. Hell yeah, and up it went. Up it went. Yep, hell yeah, I was right. Love this guy. He's on fire. Thank you, Kevin. All right, all you guys, I'm so grateful for you coming over here and being subscribers and hitting the notification bell for the next time I come on. I am still looking for a continued increase based on what I just saw there at the end and I call it happy hour, the last hour of the day. Look at that run up. Woo! Dang, man. Yes. We're making money, and that's what we should be doing, folks. That's why I come on during the daytime at the times I do. You can all see what time I came on today when this live stream began. I called it at the low when it hit 860. I came on the screen to let everybody know now's the time, and I hope that everyone is happy about that. That you might have bought some. I know that we had Solomon come in with me on some, and someone else picked up some. I saw. So we've got, I think it was Richard picked up some. So you guys, congratulations on getting in, and we'll see what happens in the after hours. Usually, what I've been seeing is this. This is what the typical couple pennies, and they try to hold it 1 penny in the red, and all after hours they just try to hold it 1 penny below or maybe two. This is what normally happens, but sometimes we see others going, I saw that at the end of the day. I'm gonna stay behind that train, and they start coming in, and the next thing you know, right before 8, like yesterday, it was up to $9, 9.05 at 7:52 p.m. at 9:05, and that's why I called for the move today. So anyway, all right. Well, I need to take a break. I've been on here for a long, long time, a very long time, and so I'm very grateful to you folks for coming by here. Let's see, party it up some more tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna party up tomorrow. I probably will come on when again. Look for me if you click that notification bell. Then you're going to be notified when I come up because when I come up is when I'm going to be the believer that the price tomorrow has hit the bottom, and so this is what I do. I'm going to stick with it. I appreciate you all being here today and all of your wonderful comments. I'm very grateful. I wish you all the best of happiness in your lives. I hope that you're surrounded with love. I hope that you have a lot of good family around you to support you. And I also hope that you have, more than anything, great health. And prosperity is also a good thing. And that's why I'm here, is so everyone